Welcome everyone to the 2025 Lexus LX 700h Overtrail, the hybrid top-tier LX with the Overtrail package to make this one luxurious and off-road capable SUV. Now, starting on the exterior here, we're going to get Lexus's triple beam LED headlights that always look good and always perform well, signature running light, even some fog lights here in this massive Lexus grille as well. What do you think of the front end right here? So it still looks luxurious, but we've got this earth color paint, this brown paint with some black accents to top it off. The earth paint is one option, and then we've got these little fender flares. We've got 18-inch wheels, all-terrain tires, black handles, black mirrors, even the black running boards. But of course, it's nice to get these all-terrain tires with a package like this. You also get folding mirrors, automatic dimming mirrors. And what do you think of the overall look? There's lots of off-road goodies inside that I'll show you in a little bit, but dimensionally it's just over 200 inches, so it's actually not as big as you might expect for the large Lexus SUV with this LX. And ground clearance varies because we've also got an adaptive suspension that can change your ride height. I'll show you the control on the inside. Then coming to the back, LED taillights. We've got the blade lamp design. I've also got a night video showing off a different LX, but you got the turn signal right there, LED license plate lights. It really stands out at night in a premium vibe while still being off-road capable. And we're gonna get our spare tire underneath. Now, as we come to the cargo area, a couple options. You can open it up with the key fob, you can open it up inside. You've also got the kick sensor underneath of here for this full lift gate. Buttons up there, handle right there, and cargo space is very limited behind the third row. Like I said, this is not as long as you might expect it to be. And with the off-road capability, we've got the spare tire underneath as well. It's just not set up for maximum family and cargo space all in one. Most people will probably roll with this down because the second row is quite comfortable. But we've got this little shelf right here, which is nice to divide some cargo. It's adjustable. We've got a first aid kit back here. Like I said, there is a spare tire underneath as well. We've got a cargo net hook, tonneau cover slot over here. We've got LED light over here. You have a 2400 watt inverter right there. Power third row seats to put those down. And it's very flat when you do have those folded down. So that is definitely a big perk. And then when you fold this down, you can either have it just flat like this, so it's going to be mostly flat and seamless with it, or you can even fold it up. I've kind of got some stuff in the way, but you can fold these seats up, have a big open bin right here, or just have it completely flat. So depending on what you want, cargo space is not going to be as good as you might expect in terms of the numbers, but it's still a cavernous space. Now, here is the Lexus key fob. Just like other Lexuses, it's got the same material. It feels nice, it feels solid and durable. And we've got the smart key system on all of these doors. So you can press this little indentation to lock it, power folding mirrors, or you've got the sensor in the back, works flawlessly. And then these seats there's a surprise with these seats. So right here, we've got this nice looking two-tone color, matches this earth theme on the outside. These are comfortable seats. They've got good cushioning right here. It is the semi-aniline leather, as you would expect. And then you've got four-way lumbar, regular height and tilt, and a thigh extension. These are heated and ventilated. You've also got 3-tier memory setting on the driver's side. You've got a power adjustable steering wheel, which is also a leather wrapped heated steering wheel. But let me show you the surprise. We'll go ahead and start it up. By the way, the heating and ventilating controls are down here, and you can have them in automatic mode as well. But one annoyance is that you have massaging seats, which is great, but in order to get to it, you have to go to the Lexus menu, hit the car, go to seat controls, hit massage, and then tap on your seat. And these are fantastic massaging seats. They work really, really well. You've got from bottom up, from top down, upper body, lower body, lumbar right there as well, and you can adjust the sensitivity, or the intensity I should say, and it digs in. It does a really nice job, but they should honestly give us a button to push to have this menu pop up, but it's still nice to have. Now let's take a look at the back seat. First of all, it's nice to have these sunshades. You've got the ambient lighting running across here. Still nice soft material here, and a bottle holder mixed in there as well. This row also gives us grab handles on both sides, the semi-aniline leather. Let's hop in. One thing I noticed is the tough and firm mat pockets on both sides. We've got dual zone climate control for the backseat passengers, ventilated seats, heated seats, your own climate controls, fan speed, your air vents are right there, and you even have access into that big cool box. So you are all squared away and set. I'll show you that cool box a little bit later. There is a relatively large hump in the middle, so middle passengers don't have a lot of foot space. Center folding armrest right here with little cup holders. Now this is definitely not the executive style seat that you can get and then I showed you in the other LX, but it is still a comfortable seat, feature rich seat. You've got LED lighting, even speakers up here. We've got more air vents up there, so you got air vents down at your legs, air vents up here, heated and ventilated seats, and I can feel that heated seat right now. Turn that off. And plenty of headroom in this row. I'm 5'9", sitting behind where I like to have this front seat, and I've got enough space. These seats don't move forward and backwards. We've got the battery underneath of here, but this is good enough, especially considering the off-road prowess of this vehicle. Now let me climb into the third row. It's not as intuitive as some family vehicles, but then this folds up right there, and you've got a good space to get into the third row. Let's check it out. Now obviously you can sit here with the seat lifted up like that. We've got vents right here. We've got AC vents up on top, a grab handle, cup holders. You even have controls to recline your seat with this button back here. There's also a USB-C charging port right there. And check it out, you even have the seat controls right here. So if you're standing out there and you want to adjust the third row, you can do that. And then I am 5'9", so for reference, this is sitting in that seat. I could make this work, but it's definitely not ideal, and my knees are digging into there. But you've got some more goodies over on this side, and this is a 2-seat setup back here. So it is not a 3-seat, not big enough for 3 seats, but you've got a little tray in the middle, and these 2 seats are certainly wide enough for most people. Now, the one drawback is that the headroom is no bueno. My head is touching the roof, and my knees are way up high into my chest. Definitely meant for children, but you could use it in a pinch. All right, y'all, let's take a look at the interior of this LX. So, push button start right there. With a hybrid, the engine might not always turn on immediately. Now it just did. You've got sensors right here for your driver assist. This does not actually blink while you, like, for your own eyes. I can't see it, it's just through the camera. But we'll give a brief run through of the interior. I have a more detailed run through on another LX model. Now we've got real open pore wood in here. You've got your memory settings, all nice material along this entire door. I mean, it is, you've got a little bit of storage down there, and this grab handle's nice and beefy as well. I don't love the piano black right here, but the rest of the switchgear from Lexus, as always, feels pretty nice. We've even got a trailer brake controller right there, which is great. You can turn on your plug, open the back. You've got quick access to the camera, the 360 camera, which I'll show you, trip computer, all of that. Grab handle right here, and a grab handle on the other side as well. The same thing with these buttons on here. They just have a more premium feel than a typical plastic steering wheel button. Paddle shifters on here, rain sensing windshield wipers, and this display. I'm not a big fan of the newer Lexus displays because they're just not all that customizable. We've got 3 different screens essentially where you can somewhat change what's in each one, but the information just isn't as easy to access as I feel like it should be, and it's just a little more cumbersome than what the older, simpler information displays had. Although this is still a nice screen, it's large. We have a head-up display up here as well. It's very hard to see right now, and it's honestly been kind of hard to see. You can see it flickering, but it is good sized. If you have polarized glasses on, you also don't see it hardly at all either. But you can adjust it and adjust how much information shows up on there. We also have this massive screen right here. This is over a foot of screen size with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You can make it so that you have the Lexus shortcut buttons right here, or you can take up the entire screen. Lexus still gives us a volume knob right here as well. And then you've got all the typical Lexus settings that you can go through and customize on here. It's a simple and easy to use system. You can customize your head-up display there, interior ambient lighting, even the way the meter looks. So we're on type 2. Let me show you. Over here we go to type 3, and it just changes. So it depends what you like. We've got a few different options of some customization. And then down here, this is a unique screen. You've got climate and off-road controls. So we can have all of our climate settings show up on there. We can have more vehicle-specific information, even brake, accelerator, the height of your suspension. You still have fan speed controls down there. And you have physical controls for the dual zone AC up front as well. You can also have everything in automatic, including your seat ventilation, heating, steering wheel, to where that will automatically decide between heat or ventilation. But there's a lot of controls on here. It's a nice secondary screen while you still have physical controls down here. And then one thing I love is the traditional off-road ready controls. So depending on what is selected right here, you've got drive mode. We can change our drive mode with that knob, and you can go between all of these. We'll go through these in the test drive, even your own custom mode. And then on the right side, you've got 4 low or 4 high. This is a full-time 4-wheel drive system. We have downhill assist control and crawl control for off-roading, your multi-terrain select to be able to go through different off-road modes there. And check this out. We also have a front differential locker, a rear differential locker, and a center locking diff here as well. So you're set with the off-road prowess from Lexus. Lots of different controls. You got height adjustment for your suspension right there, brake hold button, electronic parking brake. And if I go into reverse, this is our 360 camera. It's maybe not the most top tier 360 camera, but it's still a 360 camera. And if you just hit the camera button, then you'll get this bird's eye view. So the shifter is unique because of its constant state right here. Then you just move it wherever you want it, push for park. There's a little rubber mat and storage right there, a couple of USB-C charging ports, even parking. So this can parallel and perpendicularly park and pull out for you, which is pretty sweet. You've got that as an option right there. We also have a wireless charging mat right here next to you. Nice trim on here. Everything is just nice, nice, nice. There's even ambient lighting in the cup holders, and these cup holders work pretty well. As far as accommodating drinks, they're a little bit close to where if you have 2 large drinks like this, it gets a little crowded and cumbersome. Then you've got this armrest, nice and soft. Go back, and we have a legitimate cooler in here. You can turn this off or on. You can make this so it's a cool box or just a storage box. And it can open up either way, which is a nice touch. Lexus also gives us soft material on the dash right here, and this is a locking glove box. It's decent size, but it is locking. You've got nice dash material. You've got the digital rearview mirror, as well as the regular auto dimming rearview mirror, whichever one you prefer. You still get a sunglass holder overhead. We've got LED interior lighting, and then check it out. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. We've got just a regular moonroof in here. No dual pane or panel roof in this model, but you still get a moonroof. You've got a soft headliner, like it's honestly pretty soft. You've got a lot of speakers in here. We have the Mark Levinson audio system, always nice from Lexus. Speakers all over the place as well. Even the base speaker system is nice with Lexus, but the Mark Levinson really steps it up. And then sliding visor, nice overall interior, and visibility out of here. Also not bad for being a big vehicle. You got a big boxy vehicle. It's just a nice interior overall and very luxurious and feature rich. Now under the hood, we get Lexus's 3.4 liter twin turbo V6 coupled with their hybrid system. So just like I showed you before, the non-hybrid model, this one is hybrid, adding even more horsepower, about 479 total horsepower for this setup with a 10-speed automatic transmission, full-time four-wheel drive as well, and it can tow 8,000 pounds. All right, y'all, we are now behind the wheel of this Lexus LX, this Overtrail model, and it's still very comfortable. Nice and smooth driving despite the off-road capability. Now, if you want the ultimate in off-road capability and prowess and luxury with on-road smoothness, this is tough to beat. This is so nice and smooth, and there's not much to complain about the driving characteristics of this vehicle. You can even have, like right now we are in comfort mode. We can change the overall mode. So comfort mode, because of the adaptive suspension, the nature of that, normal mode, comfort mode, sport plus, you will get tweaks to not only the transmission but also the steering and the ride comfort. So I'm back in normal mode. You know what, let's put it back in comfort mode. I've spent a lot of time in comfort mode in this thing. You can feel that it's a little softer, a little more casual and relaxed. And another note, this is loaded with the Lexus safety system tech. As far as the radar cruise control, you've got the lane keeping, lane centering. We have additional things like blind spot monitoring in here as well outside of the Lexus safety system. This rear view camera here too. You're just loaded to the nines with safety tech and safety features in this vehicle. And this is a smooth road, but I have been on a lot of different surfaces with this vehicle so far, and every road surface has felt fairly smooth and composed and comfortable. There are a few times where it does get a little jittery, but that's pretty common with bigger vehicles. Anyways, I'm gonna put us back in normal mode. And as far as noise, this has laminated glass, rock solid glass right there. So wind noise is suppressed, road noise is good. This is a quiet road, but on other road surfaces, it's still fairly quiet in here too. You've got the ride height suspension, so we are on high level 1 to where it's a little above the standard, and you can change the ride height while you're driving to an extent. Let's go ahead and put the pedal down. That was quite the delay, but then it grabs and goes. Waited for that downshift. And with this powertrain being a hybrid, you've got the full-size gas engine that we get with the LX and the hybrid component. So you've got some electric torque that comes out pretty quick and early, and it's a lot different as far as like the driving dynamics than the other Lexus and Toyota hybrids that are more like hybrid MPG focused. This is not really MPG focused. You don't even really have those same kinds of monitors in here that you get with those other hybrids to milk the efficiency. This is just to give us a whole bunch more torque, more power, better efficiency than that big old V8 we had before, even though I love that V8, and this isn't particularly efficient. But let me put us in sport mode. In fact, Sport Plus is the top end. You just got regular sport, you get some throttle response. Sport Plus, everything stiffens and tightens up. Pedal down. Gauges turn red, and you can feel it was ready to pull harder with that. It's a subtle increase, but partial pedal with the turbo and the hybrid powertrain is really the sweet spot of getting quick power out. Just a little pedal, little downshift, and it's ready to go. So it's not a sport oriented vehicle, but it can get up and go really well for this size of a vehicle. It's not overly loud and intrusive in the cabin with noise. It's a very smooth and seamless and effortless acceleration. The steering on here, I was just in a Nissan Armada, which has a little on the stiff side of steering. This is a little bit dialed down from that. It's not heavy and hefty to steer, but it's also not super light. It's kind of in the middle. It's right where Lexus and Toyota typically hang out. It's a very traditional feeling type of steering response, and I think it handles well in everyday driving. It's not really as big of a vehicle lengthwise as you might expect it to be or think it is, and it's pretty easy to maneuver this. It's on the wide side, but it's not terribly long. You've got a 360 camera in here. It can even park for you. So parking, going through big crowded parking lots, not a big deal. Ergonomically in here, also quite good. This display is a little interesting, not my favorite setup from Lexus, but it's clear and easy to see. The head-up display is nice as well, but does not look great, or visibility is not great with polarized glasses. This lens is easy, or this screen is easy to get to. There's no buttons or touchpad or anything like that. And you even have physical controls below that, so everything is in reach. Even your off-road controls are easy to get to and adjust if you need them. And man, like I said, off-road capability, on-road comfort, this blends the two of those so well, and it's just a joy to drive.